Hello, everyone, dear viewers of the channel. I am Helena, the guardian of secrets, a researcher of mystical phenomena, and here with me is Vadim, a historian interested in folk culture.
And as always, I'm here to offer a grounded perspective, Helena, especially when we delve into the deep, dark waters of Ukrainian folklore.
Indeed, Vadim. Today, we're not just dipping our toes, we're diving head first into the chilling depths of our rivers, swamps, and lakes. These aren't just bodies of water. In Ukrainian mystical stories, they are living entities, sometimes benevolent, often terrifying, and frequently portals to other worlds. I've always felt a profound energy near ancient rivers, a sense of something watching from beneath the surface.
I agree that water bodies, especially large, deep ones or treacherous swamps, have a natural primal power that can certainly inspire awe and fear. Historically, they've been central to human life for sustenance, travel, and defense. But the idea of them being a portal or housing spirits, that's where my historian's hat comes on. What kind of tales are we talking about specifically today?
Oh, the most unsettling ones. We're talking about the Rusalky, the beautiful, vengeful water nymphs who lure men to their deaths with siren songs, and the Vodianyk, the powerful water devil, master of all aquatic creatures, who drags souls to his murky underwater kingdom. There's a particular legend from the Policia region, near a vast, ancient swamp called Veliki Lis. It's said that on Kupala night, if you wander too close to its hidden lakes, the mist isn't just mist, it's a veil. People have reported hearing faint, mournful singing, and sometimes a glimmer of light like an eye watching from the depths. Some say those who follow the sound are never seen again, becoming part of the swamp's restless soul. Whew, imagine being utterly alone, the fog thickening, and then you hear a child's distant cry, just at the edge of hearing, pulling you deeper and deeper into the marsh.
A chilling image, Helena, and a very effective cautionary tale. From a rational perspective, swamps like Veliki Lis are inherently dangerous. They have hidden sinkholes, treacherous peat bogs, and can quickly disorient someone, especially in thick fog. The mournful singing could be wind whistling through reeds or even the sounds of nocturnal animals amplified by the eerie acoustics of a marsh. The glimmer of light might be ignis fatuus, marsh gas igniting spontaneously, a natural phenomenon that has fueled countless ghost stories worldwide. These legends, while captivating, also serve a very practical purpose: to warn people away from dangerous places, particularly at night or during rituals like Kupala, where people might be less cautious.
But isn't it more than just caution? Losing oneself in a swamp, in these stories, isn't just a physical death, it's a spiritual absorption. The Rusalky are often the souls of drowned, unbaptized girls or women who committed suicide. Their eternal suffering makes them seek solace or revenge by pulling others into their watery graves. It's a profound commentary on grief, despair, and the sacredness of life. These stories resonate because they tap into our deepest fears about what lies beyond and the possibility of a restless, unforgiving afterlife tied to a physical place.
And that's where the cultural symbolism becomes so rich. The Rusalky and many interpretations aren't just literal spirits, but manifestations of our societal anxieties around untimely death, particularly for women, and the fear of the unknown. Historically, water was seen as a boundary, a liminal space. Rites of passage often involved water: baptisms, funeral washings, the throwing of offerings into rivers. So the idea of a lake or river being a portal might stem from these ritualistic connections to water as a medium for transition between life and death, or one state of being to another. It's less a physical portal and more a symbolic one, reflecting our understanding of the world.
So, when people avoided certain parts of a river or offered bread to the Vodianyk before crossing, it wasn't just superstition. There was a real, deeply ingrained respect, even fear, for the life force of the water itself. This knowledge, this connection, it feels like it's slipping away. We need to remember these tales, not just as folklore, but as keys to understanding our ancestral soul. For those listening, if these stories resonate with you, please share your own family legends or experiences with mysterious water bodies in the comments below. We'd love to hear them.
Absolutely. And that respect, Helena, was vital for survival. Understanding the river's currents, the swamp's shifting ground, the lake's depths, attributing a spirit to it made those dangers more tangible, more memorable. It created a narrative framework for knowledge passed down through generations. The Vodianyk, for example, often depicted as an old man with a fishtail, could be seen as the personification of the river's unpredictable power, its ability to give life, but also to take it away. Offerings might have been a way of acknowledging that power, a ritualistic plea for safe passage.
But what about the specific places? The ancient Molona River, for instance, or the legendary Svitjaz Lake. There are tales of entire cities submerged beneath Svitjaz, with the spirits of its inhabitants still guarding ancient treasures. They say on a clear night, if you look deep enough, you can still see glimmers of light from the drowned city and hear faint bells tolling. How do you explain the collective memory of such specific, vivid details?
The submerged city legend is fascinating, Helena. It often reflects a cultural memory of past floods or geological changes that reshaped the landscape. Or perhaps it's a moral tale where a city was swallowed due to the inhabitants' pride or transgression. The glimmers of light might be bioluminescent algae or even just reflections. As for the bells, auditory hallucinations are not uncommon in quiet, eerie environments, especially when primed by expectation. But the persistence of these stories tell us something crucial. They speak to a community's identity, its history, and its understanding of justice and fate. They weave together historical events with moral lessons, creating a tapestry of meaning.
So, for you, it's always an explanation rooted in the tangible. But I feel the truth is more ethereal. These stories are a whisper from the past, a warning that nature is alive, imbued with a consciousness we've forgotten how to perceive. To dismiss them as mere warnings or psychological projections is to lose a piece of the magic that once connected us so deeply to our land and its energy.
And for me, Helena, to understand the historical context, the psychological underpinnings, the practical lessons embedded within these narratives is to appreciate their genius even more profoundly. They aren't just fantastical tales, they are complex cultural artifacts that tell us about our ancestors' lives, fears, and wisdom. They bridge the gap between the mundane and the mysterious, grounding human experience in the awesome power of nature.
Perhaps it's both then, a powerful, living world that communicated its warnings through spirits, and a culture that meticulously recorded those lessons in stories. A double conclusion, as always, Vadim.
Indeed, Helena, the magic is in the telling, and the truth is in what those stories reveal about us.
Thank you for joining us today on this journey into the mystical waters of Ukraine. If you found this discussion as intriguing as we did, please remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into Ukrainian secrets.